Hey people, welcome back to PhantomTec, where we dive into all things tech, breaking down the hype, the rumors, and everything in between. Today I've got some pretty exciting and, dare I say, juicy updates about AMD's upcoming Radeon 9000 series graphics cards. If you've been following the chatter around RDNA version 4, you'll know that the stakes are higher than ever. AMD seems to be coming out swinging, and boy, do we have some fascinating details to unpack. Just yesterday, I touched on a leaked benchmark of Call of Duty running on an RDNA 4 class card. What's interesting here is that the test was done with no upsampling or frame generation, raw, unfiltered performance, and the results on par with an RTX 4080 Super. But wait, there's a twist. The card used in that test, a bit of a mystery. Some sources claimed it was a 9070 XT, while others just labeled it a plain 9070. Could it have been a simple miscommunication from the booth staff? Trust me, when you're running these events, it's easy for wires to get crossed. Either way, it's an impressive showing. And speaking of impressive, we've got more benchmarks adding credibility to this performance buzz. Sites like ChipHell and Video Cards have compiled results from Speedway and TimeSpy Extreme. The standout? The Radeon 9070 XT, or what we believe to be that card, sits right in the performance sweet spot. In Speedway, it's neck and neck with the RTX 4070 Ti Super, while in TimeSpy Extreme, it's edging out the RTX 4080 Super. That's no small feat, especially considering driver optimizations may not even be fully dialed in yet. One notable observation is the GPU-Z screenshots circulating online showing specs like 64,256 SATAs and a boost clock of 3.6 GHz. But here's where things get even spicier. Rumors suggest that early driver versions are actually nerfing the performance of these cards. If true, it means the GPUs could perform even better once AMD fine-tunes the software. It's worth noting that some reports like EGN's hands-on impressions mention graphics corruption issues which could be tied to these drivers. Whether this is intentional or not, perhaps to keep the cards under wraps until launch, it adds another layer of intrigue. Now, before we dive deeper into this hot topic, I want to take a quick moment to talk about what drives PhantomTec. Here, we're all about cutting through the noise, delivering tech insights that matter, and keeping it real with you, our incredible audience. If you're enjoying the content, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. It helps us grow and keeps us bringing you the tech news you deserve. Join the PhantomTec family today. We promise it's worth it. Alright, back to the GPUs. Let's talk pricing rumors, and wow, if these hold water, AMD could shake things up big time. Allegedly, we're looking at $480 for a reference Radeon 9070 XT and $550 for board partner models with higher power draw. That's insanely competitive pricing given what these cards seem capable of. Sure, the memory spec 16 GB might not please everyone, especially if you're comparing it to beefier options like the RTX 4090, but for this performance class, it's perfectly respectable, and at these prices they could be bangers without the mash. Of course, I have my doubts. Pricing this aggressive makes me wonder about AMD's margins. Are they pulling a strategic move to claw back market share from NVIDIA? If so, it could be a masterstroke. But hey, this is tech. Until those cards hit retail shelves, it's all salt and speculation. A shipload of salt, in fact. One last thing to ponder: how well will these cards handle real-world gaming scenarios? Benchmarks are one thing, but games like Cyberpunk, Unreal Engine titles, and ray trace content will be the true proving ground. And what about that Infinity cache? Will it hold up in 4K gaming, or will we see performance dips with demanding engines? These are questions we'll answer in the coming weeks. Well, peeps, that's about it here, at least for the time being. I'm just another Tech Phantom signing off from PhantomTec. Bye-bye all, and peace. Well, peeps, that's about all, but leaving you with one more point. PhantomTec, your go-to source for tech that's cutting edge, insightful, and Phantom approved. What I've realized is that letting go of old PC parts is like discarding pieces of history. History we need to preserve. Not just for documentation's sake, but for your sake, for my sake, and for the sake of future innovation. People, Imagine a future where we can compare the apples and oranges of technology side by side, unveiling the stories they tell, the progress they've made. I want to take you on that journey with me. I'm deeply passionate about technology, but here's the truth. Innovation doesn't happen in a vacuum. It thrives when we learn from the past, when we carry its lessons forward as a foundation for the breakthroughs of tomorrow. If we abandon our roots, we risk a future where progress stagnates, where competition stumbles, and where innovation stands still for a decade or more. This is PhantomTec. We honor the past, celebrate the present, and push forward into the future together. And please don't forget to subscribe, peeps, or this is all for nothing. PhantomTec. So thanks everyone, and peace.